Welcome back. Good evening. Welcome back to Wano. It's a podcast what we discuss every day, family issues every Friday. Okay, welcome guys. It's the first time you are coming across us Wano on YouTube. Please can you just give us a subscribe and don't forget to click on the notification so that you'll be notified whenever we posted any video and whenever we are live, okay, on any of our content. All right, we'll just jump in straight away what we're discussing this evening. Why can't mother-in-laws and daughter-in-laws get along? Why can't they settle their issues? Talking about mother and daughter-in-law issues. Say common mother-in-law and daughter-in-law conflict. Right. Welcome back. I'm gonna start by just like telling you a story, a little bit of story. Okay. The story goes this way. There's a woman who raised a boy. She stayed all night whenever this boy is sick. Cheered at his game, took it to football. Always cheered the boy up when he's playing football, basketball, something like that. She dreamed of life he would have later in future. She dreamed of life he would have, the kind of person he would love, and so on. And then one day, he came back home. He brought what? A woman. Introduced the woman to the mother and the parents, the dad and all that. It's going to be my wife. One thing leads to another. This woman later becomes what? Daughter-in-law. A new chapter talking about this woman suddenly from his life. She turned to daughter-in-law. A new woman in his life. Suddenly everything changed. Talking about everything changed for the mother. The son who used to like call every Sunday. Now what happens? It's just test once a month. The son who used to pop in every often maybe weekend and check on the store, bring the food stuff and all that. Now what happened? Doesn't come in every weekend. Just pop in occasionally. The mother's food is no longer his favorite. Then what about the daughter-in-law? She just wants to feel at home in her marriage. But no matter what she does, it feels like she's been graded on her cooking, her parenting, even how she folds towel, how she moved, how she dressed the house, how she cleaned the house. Then she asks herself, why can't she just accept it? Why can't your mother just accept it? Then the cycle spins, it keeps spinning. Hot feelings, silent treatment, passive-aggressive comment. About what? How things used to be. The mother complaining, the daughter-in-law is complaining. And then the cycle keeps going, it keeps spinning. And here is the truth. No one is the villain. None of them is the villain here. But when love feels like competition, when love feels like competition, everyone loses. So how do we face this? If you find yourself in this situation, how do we face it? How do we stop the tug of war? And then, like the building, farm building, bridges and all that, the issues, conflict, the argument, the all of that, malice, and all that. How can we fix it? That's what we're trying to talk about. That's what we're talking about this evening. So if this thing now maybe like you have experience, it has happened to you, and then you might ask yourself, why does this happen? And more importantly, how can we face it? So we're asking this question. Why is it difficult for mother-in-law and daughter-in-law to get along? Why is it difficult for them to get along? The line is open. I would like you to call me. I'm gonna put on the comment. I'm just gonna put it on the screen now. The number to call. I would like you to call me. +44 744 982 3876. That's the number to call. I would like to get your perspective. I would like to get your honest opinion about this. What way can we deal with this? How can you settle this if you have this situation, you find yourself in this situation, or you know someone that is going through this situation, someone that is going through this issue, or someone that has on this issue? How can they face it? In what way can it be settled? Do you understand? I would like you to tell me, give me your opinion. Or you can put on the comment section your thought, your whole perspective, your opinion. Put it on the comment section. If you cannot call, let me know what you think. Because if you look at it, why this kind of relationship is tricky. First, let's look at why the the relationship, the dynamic is so prone to what conflict. Why is it just like you always have a conflict? Why is it like normally they can't get along? A mother-in-law has spent years raising her son, and suddenly another woman becomes the number one person in his life. She spent years, depending on the year, the son get married. Some of them got married 30, some get married 35, some even get to the age of 40. Before he gets married, the mother has been the number one. I mean, talking about the number one person in his life. And suddenly, all of that changes. She's no more the number one. Do you understand what I mean? That's an issue now, it's a conflict. Okay? And that's a very, very big adjustment. On the other hand, a daughter-in-law might feel like she's constantly being judged. She's constantly being judged or compared. Whatever she tried to do, she's being judged. And whenever you add the different expectations, the cultures, or even communications, in all of that, when you add that, boom, that's tension. You understand what I mean? That's the tension. What do you think? What do you think? Let me know your thought, opinion. What do you think? Because this is this is a topic that many ladies, I'll tell you, many of them like they discuss, they talk about it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Once they get to the stage of getting married, this is an issue. Some of them, once they remember that the man, the mother is around, they start having anxiety because some people, some of them they cannot handle the conflict, cannot handle the competition. You understand what I mean? Does not mean that some ladies they cannot handle it. There's some of them that like they know how to handle the situation. They know how to handle their mother-in-law. Okay, what are we talking about? The mother immediately the son gets married. It's like she lost her son. she feel that loss. Some of them, they start feeling, they start feeling pain in their mind because the son normally used to be their favorite. Now they have to like share the love. They have to share the attention. They have to share everything. But they are the ones praying for the son to get married. They are the ones pushing their son to get married. They are the ones they needed the grandchildren and all that. And there's no way they can get grandchildren without their son get married. So they push their sons to get married. And once the son get married, then it become another issue. Now it's like they are not existent. They are not even like they don't have any say in the house. Something like that. It become a little bit like competition. They have to like compete the love they have for their son and their daughter-in-law. Now, on the other hand, the daughter-in-law, she is the one desiring for what? Independence. She wants her man. She wants her man. Does not mean that they don't want their man to be involved with their mother. No, it's just that they want independence. They want to take control. You understand what I mean? You can see where the conflict comes. This is this topic. I want us seriously. I want you guys to like participate in this. I want you guys to participate in this because I want to get your opinion on this. I want to get your opinion on this. Okay. And sometimes you see that what I notice is that in some families, in some issues, you can see that the grandmother might have come around. She wants to take the children out, her grandchildren. She want to take them out to go maybe go somewhere shopping or something like that. It's a common issue. Why? What you'll be hearing is that grandma wants to spoil the kids. Mom wants to like have a strict rules and all that. Maybe the question the parenting choices. Do you understand what I mean? Grandma wants to spoil the kids and all that. Are you getting me? All of that. Sometimes grandma might come in and all that. And this grandma will see her daughter-in-law, the way she's dressing, or the way she's doing one or two things, the shows and all that, or the way she's treating her husband, or the way they're relating and all that. And she might not like it. Why? Because probably it's not the way she treats her husband. And she'll be expecting her daughter-in-law to treat her son maybe the same way she treats her husband, without knowing that their relationship is quite different. It might not be the same. So when she starts seeing such attitude or behavior around, what happens? Sometimes they will do what? They will chip in. They will try to, you know, set some boundaries. They will try to like set some rules. In some cases, they might even stay in the front of the son and cautioning their, daughter-in-law. In most cases, they bring in the son in between their conflict and all that, and putting the guy in a tight corner, tight situation for him to choose. Do you understand what I mean? So those are the conflict. Because once now he's stuck in the middle, both women wants what? His support. So that means he needs to choose. He needs to choose, which is a very big situation to find yourself in. Hello, good evening. Welcome.
Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Welcome. Evening. Yeah, I want to make my own contribution on the topic. It's a nice topic and very interesting topic. Can you hear me?
Go on, I can hear you loud and clear.
So the issue there is rampant. in every home because mother and daughter-in-law, there will be always a clash when the marriage is not arranged by the mother of the the son.
Mm.
I don't know whether you get what I mean.
Yeah, so what I'm trying to get, if the parents didn't choose the wife for the son, right?
Yes,
If the son just like he got his own, he made his own choice. There's other.
yes. You know,
Mm.
in a home,
Yeah.
every woman or every parent have their own expectation from their children,
Mm-hmm.
how they will live their life. In that expectation, they will only like to choose a wife for their son,
Okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and peradventure, if the son doesn't want that,
Mm.
and the son insists that he will go for his own choice or test,
Mm.
you see that whenever the mother comes to the house, peradventure, the boy succeeded, and whenever the mother comes to the house to see them,
Mm.
there will be an issue. Because one, since her mother have someone in mind, the mother will try to make that house uncomfortable,
Mm-hmm.
unbearable for the lady, so that she will leave her son, and the woman will not bring the one she wants. So there will be a loggerhead.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing the lady will do that will please the mother.
Mm-hmm.
And that, yeah, the mother-in-law will be finding fault. You know, in any relationship or in any organization, in anything,
Yeah.
when you have many people finding fault
Mm.
in anything, that thing will not all go well.
Yeah.
So, in a such thing like that, the mother will be finding fault from the wife and from the girl.
Mm.
You see that the whole thing, you have a very hot and house of horror in that relationship because the mother-in-law, less if the mother-in-law leaves the house,
Mm.
you see peace and such thing. You see, whenever the mother visits the son,
Mm-hmm.
she will not like to go.
Yeah.
I don't know whether you have, she will not like to leave in time.
Mm-hmm.
She would like to stay like 6 months, 1 year, because she has a mission to
Okay.
fulfill. If she
Mm.
did not fulfill that mission, the space will not be vacuum or not be empty for her own wants.
Yeah.
So another thing now,
What kind? Excuse me. What kind of? That's I want to. What kind of version is that?
her mission is the son goes against her wish
Okay.
because the woman wants to arrange a wife for her, for him,
Mm.
and the son insisted that the one he chooses that will go. And peradventure, they will just allow it. Maybe the boy will do one or two things just to make sure that he stand on his own ground.
So
If he succeeded, the woman will not be happy. The mother-in-law will be happy.
so she be
She
she
will
be
like
she
to
be
look
looking for
at,
she be looking for faults.
yes, and she will mention it. She will look away to send that lady out of the house and bring that one
That she wanted.
that she desire. Uh-huh. So that's the thing. And
Okay.
another thing,
Mm.
you see that in a house like that, there will be no peace now.
Mm-hmm.
The daughter, the wife of her son, will be trying to please her, but all those things, the woman will not see it as anything.
Mm.
She'll be finding fault, and the wife of his son will be somehow in a sober, or she will not have joy.
Okay.
And another one that will bring another commotion in the house is when you have a nagging wife.
Mm.
It will bring loggerhead with your mother-in-law. The wife doesn't see anybody except her or his family.
Mm.
She doesn't see anybody. She doesn't give a room to anybody. If the mother, her mother-in-law comes to the house, if the woman says she wants to spend like 1 month or 2 months, she'll say, no, you will not. You leave. That we have, she'll find something to cover up so that the woman will leave in time.
Mm.
So such a thing or such scenario, you see that there will be long ahead problems,
Mm.
problems, problems between the son as the third party. He will not decide for her mother. He will not decide for her son, her wife. You see that he will try to play a gentleman game
Mm.
because trying to play neutral. So, and another one is
You just round up.
when
Round up is okay.
you, okay, let me round up. Let me, this topic is vast.
Mm.
So I love it. So another one is when you have a lazy, a dirty,
Mm.
and not caring wife
Mm.
in the family.
Okay.
I mentioned a dirty, no, so that all those things,
Mm-hmm.
you see them, the mother, they will be observing all those her faults
Yeah.
and shortcomings.
Mm.
And when once they want to correct her,
Mm.
you see problem. See problem. So
Mm-hmm.
all these things will be a problem between the mother and the
Daughter-in-law.
daughter-in-law.
Oh, okay.
So, so that's the thing.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you for your call. Thank you for your call. Yeah, the line is vacant. I can call. You get through. Okay. Yeah. Let me just highlight few common conflict issues, things that normally happens. Okay. The top common conflict that you normally see in the daughter-in-law and mother-in-law issues whenever they see them. Okay. One of them is boundaries. Sometimes they find it difficult to boundaries. How do I mean? Especially if you live around, if you live close to your mother-in-law, you guys live close, or sometimes some people they still live in the same apartment or the same house or something like that, or they live in the same city and all that. The mother-in-law, some of them, they will just pop in unannounced. They will just pop in unannounced. And when they pop in unannounced, you see them, they go and just start giving unsolicited what advices. They just want to pop into that. Okay. Even sometimes they start commenting on the household decisions, everything, the shows, they're just popping on announced. Sometimes they come in, maybe the shows talking about the dishes were not washed, the clothes, maybe there's no laundry or something like that. The house is messy. Without knowing, maybe the son and the daughter, and maybe they went to work or something like that. She will just pop in unannounced and then she'll start complaining and all that. You know what I mean? Why is the house so dirty like this? What is she doing? She's supposed to be the woman. She's supposed to do this and all that. You understand what I mean? Okay, so it's one of those things because there's no boundaries there. So you can see that some of them ladies, what you will hear is that I don't appreciate you just popping into my house anyhow. You're supposed to let us know when you're coming. You understand what I mean? You cannot just like come into our house anyhow you want it. It's not that they are not happy that she's coming, it's just that maybe the way she will react, like giving them advices or trying to control, like or correct them. Some mothers even like trying to compare their daughter-in-law to themselves. You understand what I mean? This is not how my house used to be. Why is your house dirty? Why is the dishes not washed? Why are the clothes not, you know, launder's not, they didn't do the laundry, it didn't compress all of that. You understand what I mean? So you got an issue. Okay. The second one is parenting differences. You know, I said that before. The grandma was just like, whenever she went out with the kids, she tried to play the favorite role. You know what I mean? She will start buying everything. Maybe those kids in their house, they don't really like, they don't take all those sugaring or fizzy drinks and all that. Or that grandma will like try to buy. And you know how kids they do? They want to do those things. They want on like they want to have their fizzy drinks. They want to have Fanta, Coke, and all that. They want to go to McDonald's or they want to like, you know, have ice cream and all that. Grandma, whenever grandma comes around, take them out. Those things are the things that she would like to give them. And whenever she does that, you see that she start having issue with what? The daughter-in-law. And she'll be angry. I told you not to buy this for the kids and all that. Why are you telling me not to buy it? They are my mom, they are my grandchildren. So I have every right to buy whatever I want to buy for my grandchildren. It become a conflict, become an issue. You understand? Then the third one, you can look at it, you can say that you can see the husband and son loyalty divide when they like become a toss. When they bring their son, she bring their son in the middle. The son, the husband, now he's gonna be in the middle. He needs to like, choose who to support because now he's stuck in the middle. Both women, they want his support. So you need to like decide, make a decision who he needs to support. And that's a very tricky, talking about a very tricky issue. I get me. Because what? Whose side? Whose side is he going to take? Can him help instead of making it worse? In what way will he help? Who will he side? And many men, many husbands have find themselves in this situation where some of them they will like try to defend their mom, and when they finish defending their mom, then the mom will leave their house and go. She will go back to her husband. Then he will start having issue with their wife. Sometimes she will not, those conjugal rights, talking about bedroom rights and all that. He can't get them anymore. Whenever he wants to like touch the wife and all that, she will like send him back. He need to go and collect it from the mom. You need to go and collect it from the mom because you sided for your mom. Then you have to follow your mom and go over there. Do you understand what I mean? And that's a very big issue. That's a very big problem because of what? He tried to side for the mom. And then at the situation now, the wife got offended. In some cases, you see that the husband or the son of the woman my side is wife and said, okay, no, you will just support the wife and everything. The mother will be angry. She will go back home immediately. She will just pack all her stuff and leave. What will happen? Next thing will happen is that she will not come back. Become a very big issue. You understand what I mean? Because they put you in the middle. He needs to choose. And when you find yourself in that situation, what do you do? As a man, as the husband, as a son, what do you do? You can see it's a very tricky divide because you don't want to make it worse. What about traditional expectations? Talk about traditionally how they expect you to behave as a man, how they expect you to behave as a mother-in-law, how they expect you to behave as a daughter-in-law. They do that. And they see that the mother will come home, they come to your house, maybe they come during for holiday or something. Some of them they will sit down and watch what is happening in your house. Traditionally, That's what they expected their daughter-in-law. That's the way they expected her to behave. There are a lot of some things that they want her to do. You know what I mean? That's that expectation they put on that daughter-in-law. And if she's not doing that, that become a very big issue. And that's when you ask yourself a question: how do you blend family with that resentment? How will you, in what way can you try to handle that without being resentful? Okay, it's a very big issue. It's a very, very big issue, especially in a family, talking about African home, especially in our Nigerian homes and all that. It doesn't matter where you are, both where if you are still in Nigeria or maybe in Africa or you are abroad, the same issue, the same problem. Do you understand what I mean? The same thing. Okay. What about the comparisons and competitions? This is the worst part. This is the worst part. Sometimes you hear mothers, they will say, my son never did it that way. My son never did it that way. Some even get to the extent of like comparing their daughter-in-law to their son's ex-girlfriend, or the one or the lady that they were expecting that their son will marry before, like what the gentleman said. Okay. And they will say like his ex-girlfriend, even he's they'll call one of the girls or something name that he was so much in this, he does this better. I don't even know what he sees in you to even get married to you. You understand? Most ladies, they don't like that. They don't like those comparisons. And some of them, they get angry. They will get angry immediately. And what do you think is going to happen? They will just turn to the mother and say, what? Why didn't he marry that? Why didn't he marry her? He could have married the lady and just leave me alone. You understand what I mean? They start like becoming a conflict. They start like, you know, shouting at each other about that. Because of what? Those comparisons hurt every time. It hurt them so much. You understand? And sometimes you see that they will try to shut their mother-in-law down immediately and become an issue. And who's going to get the blame? The son, the husband. That's the way it is. Okay? Seriously, I would like you guys to share your experiences. Put it on the comment section. Let me know. I can call and let me know your experience as well if you have an experience. Okay? What do you think? How do you handle this? In what way can you handle this? Because many people, many go through this in their relationship, their marriage, okay? Especially when the mother of the man, the husband or the son is still alive, coming at home, coming to the son's house. They will come around. Maybe most times they come when their daughter-in-law had a baby. They come around to help out and all that. Become an issue. And then you start wondering, why is it that they can't get along? Why is it that they can't get along? And that's what we're asking. Because no matter what, even if you married, you still have younger children. You have a daughter. One day your daughter will get married. When your daughter get married, gets to their husband home, the same issues it's gonna happen. Or you have a son, your son gets married, then you're gonna go to the house too. How are you going to handle this situation with your son's wife? Talking about your daughter-in-law. Because why is it that they can't get along? What is it? Why can't they get along? Why is it that they always have conflict? I already said it before. Maybe it's because of the competition when they are dragging that love. I get to me. Because I said at the beginning, the mother raised the son. He spent all her life to nurture, to like bring life, nurture the son through school, everything, bring him up to the level he for him to get married. And now and now she has to like share that love. Now she is not going to be the number one anymore. She's not the priority anymore. The husband, the son, now is what? He's getting married to someone else. He finds someone else. He finds a lady who he loves. And now all the attention is shifted from the mother. Is going now to this lady. And the lady is what? The daughter-in-law. Do you understand? Some mothers, they don't find it funny. They don't see it. You know what I mean? They don't really like to share. Some of them, they become jealous because of the way you used to take care of them before. Now you're going to be taking care of someone else. And they find it difficult to comprehend. They find it difficult to like even like to accept. And some of them, you see, they bring their drama. And they're finding ways now to like, seek their son's attention. And some they just do it in a maybe in a bad way. You understand? Especially in the early marriages. That's when it's always tricky. It's always tricky. When you start having children, mothers always come around. And then that's when that issue start, conflict and all that start coming. And someone said that some mothers, it depends on some mothers. There are some mothers that they understand. They can get along with anybody. They know what is it takes. You understand? They can come in, they just know their duties, they know why they are there, that their job is just to come around to assist all the any we're talking about the whatever the duties in the house and all that, how the family, how their son, the couple, how they living, it's not their business. All they are there to do is just assist, and then they'll go back to their own house. You understand that? There's some of them are like that, you know. So, what is someone put in a comment? This topic really is a reality check. Okay, what can we do to this big situation? Face. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what we're discussing about this situation because it happens all the time. It happens all the time. Okay, so we're trying to understand why there is always conflict. Why does it always happen? Guys, you can put on the comment section if you have a question as well. Put in there or try to like look at it, or you can stay calm. Are you getting me? So those are the things. So there's always issues. Bring out conflict because of that competition. Because of what? Some of them they don't want to share. They don't want to share. They don't want to share that love. Then they forget that there's boundaries. There's boundaries. That now their son has grown. He left home and they find a wife. And him and the wife become one. And they have to leave now to build their own family. Do you understand? And even some of times you see that some of the mothers, what they normally do, they leave their own home now. They focus on their son's home, trying to control, trying to know everything that is happening there. And in most cases, it brings conflict, it brings issues. Okay, it brings a lot of issues because what? What do you expect the son to do? The two women that he loves in his life, the mother and his wife. There are two women in his life, and he loves them both equally. But now he needs to choose, and it's very tricky. It's difficult. It's difficult to complete. It's difficult for a lot of men, and many of them they don't know how to handle it, and they're having it. They're having issues with that. They're having issues in their relationship. They're having issues in their marriage because of that. Like I said, I've heard some women discussing the same thing, discussing this, and some of them saying that they prefer to marry a man that the parents or their mother is already like is late. That if they find out that the guy's mother is still alive, they will not marry. I've heard someone say that. You know what I mean? And you can see the kind of extent, the kind of trauma or the kind of issue maybe for the person to get to that stage to even like think about that, to wish that kind of thing on herself. That is very, very bad. You understand? Because of what? The conflict is issue, this mother-in-law and daughter-in-law drama, and all that is something that many women, many girls, many ladies, they run away from. They are running away from. They're running away from it. Okay. Someone when I was discussing this with someone, and someone was like, say that it's better at the beginning of the relationship, you just set the boundaries at the early stage, just set boundaries straight away. You set boundaries early. You decide what is non-negotiable, what is negotiable, all of that. Maybe on an unannounced visit, you let them understand from beginning they want that they shouldn't do that. You understand? You just express it gently. Let them understand. Not like being harsh or something. Just explain. I get me. You find common ground on like where you guys can like reach. You understand? Do you know what I mean? Like what to cook, what not to cook. Sometimes you see that mothers, some of them, when they come to the house, they will like try to like influence their son to not to eat their maybe like their daughter-in-law food and all that because then they want to like start all the time. So like, yeah, this food is your favorite food. She need to be cooking this food for you all the time. You have to eat it now. I'm here now. Eat the food and all that. So at the beginning, you have to like sit down, let them understand that such things cannot happen. You understand what I mean? Those are the kind of things that happens. I get me. Also, anything that will bring a situation where you will be in the middle, you getting stuck in the middle. They put you in the situation where you have to choose between them both. You have to try to curtail that. Don't even like put yourself in that situation. I get what I mean. Not because that's a very big issue. I think it's the worst thing that breaks marriages. It's the worst thing that breaks relationship with the mothers. It is the worst thing that can even like ruin your life. You understand? Anything that can bring that you have to choose. No, just try to avoid it. I get him. Also, let let them understand that nobody's above mistake. Everybody can make mistake. I get him. Imperfection and all that happens. And also, there's nothing like a winner when it comes to conflict. No, no, no. Nobody needs a winner. No, that peace is better that than being bringing in issues where like one person has to be a winner. They have to win. And they, you know what I mean? Become a fight that someone will have to win. Try to avoid that. I getting me. It's difficult. You can try anything you want to do. You can say whatever you want to say, but once you find yourself in that situation, you understand what I'm trying to say. It's difficult. It's quite very, very difficult. You understand? It's difficult. Why am I saying this? Because it's more in more cases, all of them, the parents wants the best for the son, the wife wants the best for this, for the husband. Every one of them, they want the same thing. At the end of the what are they looking for? The same thing. Peace. They want perfection. They want the home to be what? To be perfect. But you find out most times they go at it at the wrong way. The way they follow it is going to be difficult. You understand what I mean? They're going to be very, very difficult. Why? Because of that love, of that competition, because of that division. She doesn't want to share. The daughter-in-law doesn't want to share. Both of them are fighting for the same thing, the love. They're fighting for the same thing, attention. They're fighting for the. Do you understand what I mean? Does not mean that some daughter-in-laws are not bad. There are some daughter-in-laws that are very, very bad. What I mean by them, by some of them, when they come in to the home, they will not want their husband to have anything to do with the family anymore. They will want them to focus only on them. Some even might channel everything to their family and all that. Are you getting me? Forgetting that he came from a home and there are people who are there, a family there, that like raise him to that standard is. And that's become an issue. And some of the mothers, they will never accept that. And they will do everything in their power to do what? To fight. And that's when they become a war. You see that war? You understand what I mean? So those are the things. What are we talking about? Mother and daughter-in-law issues. It's an issue. What I mean by is an issue. It's there. It happens all the time. It's there. You understand what I mean? Why is it there? And that's the question we're asking. Why is it there? That's the question we're asking. Sometimes you see that the son normally pops in, comes in, he pays maybe the mother's rent or flat where they stay in or house where they stay in. He's the one paying for all of that, everything. And now once he got married and all that, he will stop. Why did he stop? Maybe his attention has shifted, forgetting his duties, forgetting his roles and all that. Or maybe she may be like the wife will tell him that no, he has to channel that money for their own family to take care of the family and all that. So it become an issue because now the mother will look at it as like, yeah, it's the wife that told the husband, which is her son, not to support her anymore. Those kind of things happens and it become a big, very, very big issue. You understand? Become conflict. Now she will do what? She will fight back. In what way will she fight back? Anyway, she knows how to. You understand what I mean? Because it's her son. You are just a daughter-in-law. It happens. You understand what I mean? Those are the kind of things that happens all the time. So what we're talking about? We're talking about mother and daughter-in-law issues. Why is it that they cannot get along? Why is it that there's always drama? You understand? And both of them, when you look at it, they are just women. Both are women. The man, which is the son and husband, is always in the middle. And once he did not control that, he didn't understand what is happening, and they put him in the corner, stuck him in the middle where he needs to choose. That's why the problem is going to be. It's going to turn to something else. It's going to be worse. You understand what I mean? So those kind of things happen. I get them. So how do you handle yours? How did you handle your issue when your mother came to your house? Maybe during the time your wife has children and all that, their young children, all that, mom just come in to like take care of the kids and all that. How do you handle that? Does she just pop in the house unannounced? Does she just like try to like control things? And what is the one way did you handle that? How did you handle your wife? How did you handle your mother? Let me know in the comment section. You understand? Let me know. I get me. Because what we're asking, we want to find out How do you handle that? Because it's happening daily. And in most cases, men find it difficult to handle. A lot of them find it difficult to handle because mothers normally comes around, they stay for a while. Sometimes stay for months or something. If maybe if you are not in the same city, and whenever they finish, they go back. And when they go back home, what happens? You are stuck with your wife, and that's going to be an issue because she is the one you're going to stay with. She is the one you stay with. She is the one going to maybe like give you food. She's going to like take care of you in the inner room. She's all of that. And some of them they don't take it easy. They don't take it lightly. All the whole issues, all the whole incidents, all of those things that happen during your mother's visit, all of that, they will like play all of them. They will like, replay everything for you to watch. They will tell you how you handle it. They will tell you how you walk. They will tell you their smiles. They will tell you everything. They go records of everything that happened. And they will replay them, all of them along. So if you didn't handle it well, who's gonna like I don't know who's gonna like, come for your rescue. Because she's gone, your mom is gone. It's just two of you now. And some of them ladies, some of them don't take it lightly. They can go to any length for revenge. And who are they going to revenge? It's you. You understand what I mean? Everything. Some even stop cooking. Some will stop cooking for you, serving you or something like that, like in food and all that. The inner room too. Some of them they withhold that. You will never get it anymore. You understand what I mean? Right? They will now tell you to go and get it from your mother. Becoming a very, very big issue. I get to me. Are you going to call your mom and start like cautioning your mom, shouting on her like this is what it said, all of that? How do you handle it? In what way can you handle it? You understand? This is what is happening and all that. And many men, some of them, they don't talk about it. They don't really say much. They don't say much. Because of what? You are in a situation where you have to choose between your wife and your mother. And both are women. And both women, they never forget anything that transpired between them. They never forget. You as a man might not even take it as anything, nothing. But them both never forget. They keep reminding you every time there's an issue. They will bring up the whole problem. They will bring it up to you. You have to like remember this is how you handle this. They never forget. That's what I mean. So how do you handle it? If they put you in the middle, you have to decide. You have to choose between your mother and your wife. How do you handle it? You understand that? That's what we're asking. Let us know. Okay. All right. We're coming to the end of the segment because this is one of those topics that is very, very, very controversial and hmm, it's difficult to handle. Right? It's very difficult. It doesn't matter if you're your sister. It doesn't even matter if you are the one who going through it. You understand? If it doesn't matter if you are the woman, every one of them, everybody go through this one in one way or the other. Do you understand? You find yourself in this situation. How do you handle it? How do you handle it? Because it's difficult. It's very difficult. So if you are dealing with this situation, if you see yourself that you're dealing with mother-in-law issues, um, you are the man, you are dealing with mother-in-law and daughter-in-law, talking about your wife and your mother, and they're having the issues. What are you going to do? What way are you going to like settle it? In what way will you fix it? Please let me know. Okay. Because let me tell you something. You are not alone. You are not alone. You are not the only one that is going through that. Just know that you're not alone. Small steps can make a big difference. Just tell us what's your own experience. What have you experienced? In what way did you experience that? I get me. You can put on the comment section or you can send a send it to us on our WhatsApp. Just send it to us. Okay. All right. Thank you guys for staying with us to this time. Appreciate you guys. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube. Also follow us on Facebook and on TikTok. Please share this program to your contact. Share this program. All right. Let others understand what we are doing here. Also, if you want to give us reviews as well, don't hesitate to do that. On that note, I appreciate you guys. Those that call and comment and all that. I will see you guys next week, Friday. Of course, Taris. Thanks for listening. Next week, we're talking about another topic. Don't miss it. Also, if you have a topic that you want us to discuss, just send it to us on our WhatsApp as well. I see you all. Have a lovely weekend.